Join me as I transform Snow White into the wildest Harley Quinn you've ever seen. Can I pull off this crazy makeover? One of the most fascinating things about classic characters is the potential to reimagine them in modern contexts. And what better way to do that than by turning them into anti-heroes? I mean, who wouldn't want to see Snow White trade in her yellow and blue dress for a jester's costume and a baseball bat? We've seen it time and time again. Beloved characters getting a dark and edgy makeover, and fans are always divided on the matter. Some people love the idea of seeing their childhood heroes in a new and unexpected light, while others are adamant that these characters should remain true to their original form. And I get it, change can be scary, especially when it comes to characters that hold a special place in our hearts. But at the same time, I think it's exciting to see these characters taken in new and unexpected directions. It's a way to breathe new life into old stories and to explore themes and ideas that might not have been possible in their original context. But of course, with great power comes great responsibility, and reimagining a character like Snow White as a Harley Quinn-esque anti-hero is a delicate balancing act. You want to stay true to the essence of the character while still pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable. And let's be real, Snow White is a pretty far cry from Harley Quinn in terms of personality and backstory, so this is definitely going to be a challenge. But hey, that's what makes it so interesting, right? I think one of the biggest hurdles is going to be convincing fans that Snow White, the sweet and innocent princess, can also be a crazy and unpredictable anti-hero. I mean, we're talking about a character who's best known for being kind to woodland creatures and getting poisoned by an apple. It's a tough sell, but I think it's doable. So what makes Harley Quinn so appealing? And how can we incorporate those traits into Snow White's character? For me, it's all about her unpredictability and her willingness to take risks. Harley Quinn is a master of chaos, always staying one step ahead of her enemies and pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable. She's also incredibly confident and self-assured, which is something that Snow White could definitely learn from. I mean, who wouldn't want to see Snow White trading in her tiara for a pair of ripped fishnets and a massive grin on her face? One potential storyline that comes to mind is Snow White as a sort of anti-hero vigilante, using her cunning and resourcefulness to take down corrupt figures in the kingdom. Maybe she's got a personal vendetta against the evil queen, or maybe she's just tired of being treated like a damsel in distress all the time. Whatever the reason, I think it's a great opportunity to explore themes of female empowerment and self-discovery, while still maintaining that edge and unpredictability that Harley Quinn is known for. Okay, so let's get to the dramatic reveal. The moment where Snow White fully embraces her new Harley Quinn persona and shows us just what she's capable of. Imagine it. Snow White, dressed to the nines in a black and red jester's costume, her hair tied up in pigtails and a maniacal grin spreading across her face. She's standing in the middle of the dark forest, surrounded by the very creatures she used to befriend and protect. But now she's the one they're afraid of. She's got a baseball bat slung over her shoulder and a glint in her eye that says she's ready to take on the world. It's a transformation that's both unsettling and exhilarating, and it's exactly the kind of thing that would get people talking. As Snow White takes her first steps into this new world of chaos and anarchy, it raises some interesting questions about the nature of storytelling in modern media. Is it possible to reimagine classic characters in ways that are both true to their original spirit and fresh enough to appeal to new audiences? And what does it say about our culture that we're so drawn to anti-heroes and morally ambiguous characters? These are the kinds of questions that I think are worth exploring, and I think Snow White as Harley Quinn is the perfect vehicle for that. So what do you guys think? Can Snow White really pull off the whole Harley Quinn vibe? Or is this just a crazy experiment that's doomed to fail? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're at it, suggest some other characters you'd like to see reimagined in a similar way.